Happy Monday, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to Toys, the Universe, and Everything. This week, we're playing Dark Chambers for the Atari 7800. So, is Dark Chambers the dungeon crawler the 7800 deserves? Or are you better off adventuring elsewhere? Well, pick up that stale bread off of your floor for a snack, like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, and let's play the inspiration for one of Atari's most loved arcade games that came out for the 7800 instead of one of Atari's most loved arcade games. In Dark Chambers, you play as an adventurer who must survive through 26 levels of mazes that spawn monsters by picking up food off of the ground and eating it, obtaining items like a sword, a gun, and a shield, and shooting monster spawn points so you can safely travel on to the next level. Dark Chambers is a port of the game Dandy by John Howard Palovich. It doesn't take much to see this game inspired Gauntlet, which Ed Log acknowledged during a speech at the 2012 GDC. Much like Gauntlet, you move in an overhead maze, shooting monsters and their spawn points. You can accidentally shoot food, bombs, and power-ups to your detriment, and even play with a friend. Sounds like the formula for a great Atari 7800 Dark Horse classic. Visually, Dark Chambers is Gauntlet, minus the character options. You're the elf. It doesn't matter if you want to be a mage, you're the elf. Doesn't matter if you want to be the barbarian, you're the elf. Doesn't matter if you want to be the Valkyrie, you're the elf. The levels do recycle, as you go with most of the game looking like your typical 8-bit Gauntlet stuff. The colors are fine and baddies are Gauntlet-ish. I was a little confused as to why baddie spawn points sometimes look like a health potion. I also thought it was weird that the weapon ups look like a gun in a fantasy game. Meh. If you're worried about the TIA sound being awful because it's a 7800 game, don't. You'll hardly notice it. Literally. It is hardly there at all. The only music in the game is on the title screen, and everything else is basic shooting noises and damage thuds when you get hit. Gameplay is fine. You'll quickly resort to cheap shooting the computer through adjacent blocks and standing still and firing down narrow paths to whittle down enemies. Your health doesn't drop on its own. Unless you're actually being attacked, your health will maintain and you can shoot them as long as you stand in one place and you can get away with shooting them. The game is Proto-Gauntlet. It plays like it too. You have bombs that take out a screen of enemies at a time and a projectile. I think in 26 levels, I only got low on health once on standard difficulty, and I think that was because I started playing badly because I was bored. Yep, your greatest enemy in this game is boredom. The game is not really a challenge at all, and I was really surprised to find after 26 levels, nothing. Nothing at all. Yep, after 26 levels, you get to do it all over again, but harder, without so much as a congratulations. No Dragon Boss, no Ganondorf, no a winner is you, just a screen that says Level A. I beat this game the first time I played it, on standard difficulty, without a moment of stress. I was actually thinking I was going to have to resort to emulation and save states to get through a game like this because Gauntlet. But I played all the way through using my real 7800 without even hitting reset once. The only reason I kept going was because I thought, keep playing. If you're going to review it, you've got to finish it. Certainly it gets tougher. It's got to get tougher. I'm halfway through the alphabet. Keep going. There'll be a boss. Keep going. Gauntlet on NES has a boss. This game inspired Gauntlet. Keep going. This is it. The area before the final boss. They're giving me extra health and treasure. Gonna finish the game. Maybe it's a dark wizard. A dragon. A demon with horns. No, it's a dragon. Dark Chambers was originally Dandy. Its name comes from an abbreviation D&D for Dungeons and Dragons. It's gonna be a dragon. It's gotta be it. Level A. It started over. Not even a win screen. Didn't total my score. Nothing. Just started over again. Okay. So it's not Gauntlet. And I know there were two Ataris and all. The Atari Games and Atari, the hardware manufacturer. But Gauntlet was on Lynx after this, so that isn't an excuse. Not that Gauntlet on 7800 would have been a big deal since it was already on NES by this point, but why not just put Gauntlet on 7800? Even as a port of Dandy, it kind of fails, as Dandy on previous machines had way more enemies on screen than Dark Chambers. Dark Chambers is like Netflix and chill without the Netflix. It's just chill. So should you buy it? It isn't going to break the bank, but you aren't going to play this more than once or twice in your life if you do buy it. It's a museum piece more than a game because everything Dark Chambers does, Gauntlet does better. It isn't bad, but it's like playing Galaxian once you played Galaga. You can, but you know the other one's better. There's better out there. The other's better. Play Gauntlet on whatever machine you have it for, or even better, play Gauntlet Legends on a machine like the Dreamcast with 3 of your friends. Dark Chambers only gets a strong recommendation from me as a sleep aid. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and no matter what your questions are about toys, the universe, and everything, remember, the answer is to always have fun. And there is no 5-second rule when playing video games. But how long has that food been sitting there? Seriously. Until next time, everybody. So, Sugar, which pony rides the motorcycle?
Twice cycle.
Okay, so she rides the ram cycle, that right?
Yeah.
Okay, show me Twilight. Okay, now if Twilight is riding the motorcycle, can G.I. Joe ride a pony?
Yeah.
Okay.